News stripped down, where I dig through all the news and weed out all the BS so you guys don't have to. So 30 minutes or less, no drama here. Starting off kind of US Canada thing here. Ryan Wedding. Some more information has come up about Ryan Wedding. Olympic snowboarder turned $15 billion drug kingpin. Apparently, his right hand man. This is all speculation right now, but due to FBI reports and some documents, there may be some connection to Ryan Wedding's, what's his name? Andrew Clark. Andrew Clark. There may be some ties to Andrew Clark because he was arrested in 2023 and allegedly helped the FBI with an investigation on killing FBI informants in Mexico. So for him to say, yeah, sure, maybe I'll say something about Ryan Wedding too. It's all speculation, so we'll see what happens. There's no such name of Ryan Wedding and Andrew Clark, but they were like this for sure. Uh, yeah, that wouldn't be his first time. Clark's help with the FBI. And he is awaiting trial in California right now on drug trafficking charges as well. So he could be trying to weasel a deal or something. But and remember, Ryan Wedding wasn't arrested. He surrendered to FBI and DEA and RCMP. He turned himself into the embassy in Mexico, the U.S. embassy. So he wasn't captured. Remember that. He wasn't captured. He turned himself in. And yes, Andrew Clark could have had a part of that too. Maybe made a phone call and been like, "Hey, dude, they got me. They're gonna get you eventually. So I don't know, come in, make a deal, something like that." And then over to Cuba. Cuba's still hurting, even though help is on the way from many countries. As of yesterday, a Greek-owned fuel tanker arrived in Cuba delivering fuel. Um, but tourist market is taking a major hit. They have their Habana Cigar Festival that is coming up that they have now canceled due to the lack that they can't have air traffic bringing tourists and whatnot in. And that's going to affect Cuba in probably the hundreds of millions of dollars. So just another kick in the nuts for Cuba and their tourist section sector for sure. I got some news on Ukraine, but I'm gonna wait till the 24th and it'll be more significant. There is some chatter about what I'm gonna talk about on the 24th already, but you'll guys understand when I talk about it on the 24th and why it has significance with that date. And back to Canada, BC Premier Abby is dealing with a $13 billion BC deficit. Wow, not looking good for him right now with some of his sound bites and everything. Uh, so he should start looking towards Alberta and Saskatchewan and Manitoba and maybe start pumping that oil through BC. Maybe open up some pipelines and you could probably weasel that deficit down a little bit. And for BCers, people in British Columbia, Canada, expect a tax increase. You want to know how much? Okay, last year tax was 5.0% interest in your expected income tax. Okay, now they're going to jump it up to 5.6. So they just flip the zeros around on you now. So now you're going to be paying 5.6% interest on your total income tax bill at the end of the year. So heads up, that's a big shocker. I haven't done the numbers to figure out how many millions, if not billions, that's going to bring in annually. But I will keep an eye on that for you guys and see if I can find some numbers. Because yeah, that $13 billion deficit, and how did it get that bad? Like, where did they overspend that much? And over to the UK for my people in the UK and EU. I've been waiting to say this all afternoon. All afternoon. The man formerly known as Prince Andrew, boom, boom, shout out to Prince. Uh, yeah, he might be serving some criminal charges and some jail time. Apparently, during his time as the trade envoy for Britain, he may and actually, documents have come to light that has leaked important information that could lead to specific trade deals and deals that Britain were doing, behind closed doors. So we'll see what happens with formerly known as Prince. I'm gonna just start calling him formerly known as Prince. So yeah, we'll see what happens. Everyone seems to be getting wrapped in that bubble, but I won't talk about it. But you notice how I worded it without saying it? Yeah. And then what else do we got here? Down to the U.S., down into L.A. 100%. Yeah, after that, yeah, that was pretty funny. Down to L.A. Uh, LA's biggest port, the port of Los Angeles, U.S. biggest gateway for overseas trade, has been seeing an 8%. Oh no, it's more than that. Has been seeing losses not seen in over 3 years. Biggest year, yeah, it's down 8% of total products moved. No, no, yes, 8%. Sorry, I'm getting my percentages mixed up because they're right on top of each other. So yes, it's down 8% of product going in and out through ports, and soybean, corn exports have dropped 80. Oh, soybean, beef, corn, crude oil, coal, has also fell significantly down 80%. So uh, I don't know, U.S. Farmers right now. Yeah, you're probably feeling the hit because of these tariffs. Nobody's buying your grains and your soybean. So yeah, that's pretty significant for you guys down in the States. So I'd definitely be keeping track of stuff like that. Especially with tariffs, they're not hurting. Or yeah, they say it's helping the economy. No, it's not. It's just making other countries stronger. Um, and to Poland, over on the other side of the water again, Canada's proposing a CAD. It's called a CANDU nuclear technology for Poland's second nuclear power plant. Uh, to, 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 in okay, last year in 2025, Canada and Poland signed an agreement to provide legal framework for cooperation on nuclear power. This involved Canada, US, and Poland's first reactor was a joint effort between Canada, the US, France, and South Korea. Romania is also using this style of nuclear reactor for power, the CANDU system. So apparently it's a little bit more efficient. I'm going to look into that a little bit more and see what this CANDU is about. I should have done that, but I only have so much time to write. And then back over to Canada. Canada may have to embrace the Asian auto market as U.S. tariffs and General Motors tensions and layoffs right now. So I don't know. There is a lot of Asian markets looking towards bringing their facilities here to Canada. I don't see what the deal is. We already have Hyundai plants here in the Kitchener area and stuff like that. So really don't see what the issue is. Go ahead, bring it. Bring the auto service here. I have no problems bringing having vehicles made here in Canada. And Canada-U.S. relations still disagreement over the Gordie Howe Bridge. This could delay openings. Delays of the bridge could between Detroit, Michigan, and Windsor, Ontario, could cost up to $7 million in losses per week. And remember, Trump in his first term said that this bridge was vital to economic trade and that kind of just, and I believe he signed off on this bridge, and now he's recanting all the backlash. You guys can go back and listen to the sound bites. I've listened to it over and over again. I sent it to all my friends, and I just laughed. And then to Australia. Australia's put a 10% tariffs on Chinese steel, which is kind of ironic. Australia just found a major ore deposit. So where does their major ore go to? China. So now they're tariffing themselves and China on their own ore being turned into steel. Can anybody? Bueller? 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 Anyone? Anyone? Okay, so you're gonna tariff to someone you're selling raw ore to China. Okay, they turn it into steel, and who's your biggest steel producer in for Australia? China. So now you guys are just shooting yourself in the foot here. I don't know, and this could be because of this submarine deal with the U.S. as well. Like they might have to just follow suit. Like, sorry, you ain't getting these subs unless you put some type of tariffs on China. Like, you want to be a part of the big boy club or not? That's what I see as happening. Well, that could be a possibility. And in Beirut, Lebanon, protesters over a new uh, gas tax, sent blockades throughout cities and outskirts of Beirut. uh, average price for a 20 liters of fuel is anywhere from 18 to $20. So about a buck a liter. So then with this new fuel cost or new fuel tax, it could bump it up. So that'd be about, so like I said, 20 liters at 20 bucks. Okay. Okay. 10 liters will cost you, did I do the conversion right? 10 liters will cost you an extra $6.30. I could see why they were protesting and blocking all the streets. Most of it cab drivers, Uber drivers, and like transport workers and stuff like that. Well, and then tradespeople as well. And then down into the Panama Canal. There's some tensions between China and the Panama Canal. Apparently, Panama has tore up the contract that it was agreed, signed in 1990 with negotiations with China for passage. Uh, there has been no like agreement for China to use access through the Panama Canal right now. So this could start affecting like end consumers at the end of the day, like stuff you're gonna see on the shelf, like your cereal boxes, your iPhones, your technical stuff is gonna go up in price unless they come up with some agreement to allow them through the Panama Canal now. But to tell you the truth, after since 1990, yeah, that contract should be up for review. But they should come to a consensus, you know, with calm heads. Uh, Automotive in China. This is some interesting news. Down in the States here, Ford and China are in talks about some joint efforts in bringing factories to the US, only if they hire American workers and their neighbors. This was kind of words straight out of Donald Trump's mouth. He said, "Bring on the factories as long as you hire American workers." That's totally fine. He has no issues with that. So that's interesting. After I kind of guess he's getting what he wants right now, bringing industry from outside countries and start manufacturing directly in the country. But I don't know. We've already been on like on that boat for quite a long time now. Like we're just making more deals up in Canada right now. And then oh, okay. U.S. military did some tests today. They began transport of its first flights of Valor Atomic's portable reactor. This reactor is capable of producing power for 5,000 homes in a single-handedly. Uh, it took three aircraft to transport this aircraft. And sorry, I really messed up all the writing on this. Yeah, so this whole radio or sorry, sorry, power reactor. This whole power reactor, they divided it into three pieces, into three separate aircraft, uh, doing test flights for handling and uh, storage capabilities for this aircraft. And what else? There was no radioactive materials. This was just test flights, and they're gonna do flown and test tests of this nuclear reactor on July 4th, by July 4th, which will be America's 250th birthday. So that'll be interesting. A total portable reactor you can just take with you wherever you want. But it's going to take three aircraft. Uh, yeah, here's some. Here, I'll do this one first because I want to end on this last one here. Over to Montreal in Canada. Apparently, the Hells Angels' free reign in Quebec and Montreal seems to be coming to a close with significant raids across Quebec and Montreal, and specifically going after Hells Angels leaders. Specifically, what's his name? Sorry. Salvador Gazetta. Now that all the Rizzuto mob is locked up and facing jail time right now, they're still waiting for their court dates and see what's going to happen with them. Hell's Angels kind of had a free reign throughout Montreal and Quebec lately, and now that Ice Pick Trammell is also locked up in Rome, really is the only ones really running Quebec and Montreal right now is the Hell's Angels. So it's interesting to see, and it just proves that they aren't as free as they think they are, and Quebec is not their playground. So that's interesting. And the SQ and RCMP were involved in all of those raids as well. I don't have specific numbers on how many facilities or homes or how many people were locked up or captured or what charges are pending. So, and Canadian Parliament news. Yeah, as all Canadians are, struggling at the grocery stores and struggling financially right now, Canada's Governor General, Mary Simon, got an automatic salary increase this month in February of 10,000, or of sorry, of $15,800 on top of her annual salary, which reaches a total of $393,000 is her annual salary, just shy of $400,000. So you have somebody who sits in a chair all day telling you, yes, opposition, blah, blah, blah. You're worth $400,000 a year. Well, Canadians are sitting here struggling. And did you need that $15,000 like pay raise? This is ridiculous. Well, yeah, you can go sit on that. And what's funny is that the Prime Minister's annual salary right now is $406,000. So the Governor General is not very far behind the Prime Minister right now. I was going to talk a little bit about Mark Wiseman there. He has a lot more ties to Canada than everyone thinks. Mark Wiseman was just brought on as a liaison between Canada and Washington, which is a big deal due to the fact that he was a major part of BlackRock. And BlackRock's a pretty interesting company if you really dig down into it. They pretty much own everything. So him up against Trump, this is going to be interesting. Uh, He also did a lot of background work here in Canada during, I think he re-advised the Canadian pension plan. I'll have to get the dates on that, but I am digging up a lot of information on this guy. I'm not going to let this slide easily because I notice no one's talking about this in the media, and I think this should really be brought up. Mark Wiseman, look it up for yourself. This guy is very well connected, and Trump says he's the best deal maker. Yeah, you haven't come to the likes of yeah, Wiseman yet. So we'll see what happens here. So that's pretty much it for the news today, you guys. So I'm going to end it on things that happened today in history. Today is February 18th. Today in 1885, Mark Twain published. Anyone? Anyone? The Adventures of Huckleberry Finn. Yeah, crazy, eh? That was a long time ago. 1885. Like that's like the birth of America. It's funny. The birth 250th anniversary is coming up for Canada or the U.S. birthday. That's interesting. And then today in 1981, Wayne Gretzky became the first player to get 5 hat tricks before the age of 21. Yeah, first hockey player in all of history to do that. Tell you the truth, I don't know what the fuck a hat trick is, but I know there's a lot of people who know who the fuck Wayne Gretzky is, and he's Canadian, so blah. Sorry, I don't watch hockey. Notice I don't do sports on here. That's why. And then famous birthdays. Like finals for gold. Well, I don't fucking care. Armand Peugeot was born today, February 18th, 1849, and he died in 1915. And also today, in February 18th, 1889, was Enzo Ferrari was born. You gotta know who Enzo Ferrari is. Like, there's a freaking car named after him. And he passed away in 1988. Yeah, and then Robert Oppenheimer died in 1967. Yeah, this day. And oh goodness gracious, birthdays, living birthdays. Yoko Ono's still alive at 93. Ack. John Travolta's 72, and Dr. Dre is 61. Damn. And yeah, it's been a year since Gene Hackman's died. Doesn't it feel like it was like 6 months ago? Doesn't it feel like it was this summer? It's been a year already. But anyways, that's it for the news. Yeah, except for that stupid fumble up there, but that's okay. It's because there's people watching me right now and listening. I mean, like actually sitting right there watching and listening. So yeah, a little weird. But yeah, anyways, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe. I'm here Monday to Friday, 4 to 4:30 Central Time, PM Central Time. Yeah, 30 minutes or less, or all the rest is gossip and BS. So yeah, so I'll see you guys tomorrow, and I might do a quick live in a little bit here, but I am pretty hungry. I haven't eaten yet today, so I might go live later, but I'll put a notification up. But anyways, see y'all guys tomorrow, Thursday, the 19th, and we'll see what's up in the news. Okay, I'm out of here. You guys have a good week.